I'm Ben Diesel, and this is the Dropbox for December 21st, 2011. DC Comics begins this week with Captain Atom number 4. Before he received his godlike powers, Captain Atom was a military man, an Air Force pilot. Now he's being recruited again to serve his country as only he can. But will Captain Atom go along with his new role as a weapon of mass destruction? Written by J.T. Cruel, with art by Freddie William Stanley. In Catwoman number 4, Catwoman pays a call to Wayne Manor, but those who live there prefer you call first. Then Selina Kyle says goodbye to an old friend, says hello to an older one, and resolves more firmly than ever to strike out on her own. Only one of these things almost gets her killed. Written by Judd Winnick, with art by Gilliam March. In Green Lantern Corps number 4, John Stewart has gone from being a Green Lantern soldier to a prisoner of war, and in the process he learns who the Corps' mysterious enemy truly is and what they want. Written by Peter J. Tomasi, with art by Andy Kubert. In Legion of Superheroes number 4, with time running out for the Legionnaire in the hands of the Dominators, it's down to Cosmic Boy to crack the riddle of how the all-powerful Daxamite Renegade made it through an impenetrable blockade, and why would Element Lad leave Chemical Kid alone in a room with that very same angry Renegade. Written by Paul Levitz, with art by Chris Sprouse. In Nightwing number 4, as Hades continues to travel the East Coast, Dick's search for answers take him, and the circus, to Miami. But when a case from Gotham City brings Barbara Gordon to Florida, Nightwing and Batgirl must work together to bring a thief to justice. Be here as Nightwing and Batgirl tackle South Beach and discover the true nature of the circus. Written by Kyle Higgins, with art by J.P. Mayer. In Supergirl number 4, trapped and powerless aboard a space station, Supergirl is at the mercy of an ingenious new foe who wants to learn everything there is to know about her. But Supergirl is more than just her powers, and she'll soon show this foe, and all of Earth, what she's truly capable of. Written by Michael Green, with art by Momhead Asrar. Finally, in Wonder Woman number 4, Wonder Woman has just left Paradise Island behind, but Hera is just arriving. Without the Amazon's most powerful daughter to protect them, can they withstand the wrath of a god who once favored them? And why would Zola want Diana to march right back into the eye of the storm? Written by Brian Azzaro, with art by Cliff Chang. Marvel begins this week with The Amazing Spider-Man number 676. Return of the Sinister Six. Find out what everyone's favorite sextet of supervillains has been up to while New York was spidered out, all leading up to Doc Ock's master plan to, well, you have to wait and see. Written by Dan Slott, with art by Humberto Ramos. In Avengers 20, the latest and greatest roster of Avengers root out the secret lab of Hammer. Who's really behind the latest threat, and who built the Dark Avengers? Written by Brian Bendis, with art by Daniel Acuna. In New Mutants number 35, on a mission to track down the runaway mutant known as Blink, the team runs smack into the chaotic forces summoned by a band of death metal rockers. Yes, you heard right, it's New Mutants versus the awesome power of metal. Written by Dan Abbott, with art by Leo Fernandez. In Generation Hope number 14, meet the newest member of Generation Hope, Sebastian Shaw. When Hope and company investigate a mutant raiding in Pakistan, they come across a full-grown mutant with no memory being used as a weapon. They see a mutant in trouble and help, not realizing they're rescuing one of the X-Men's deadliest foes. Written by James Asmus, with art by Ivan Robinson. In Thunderbolts 167, to catch a murderer, the Bolts must become him. Hot on the trail of Jack the Ripper, the Thunderbolts have to battle their own teammates, and discover a dark secret that will push them to grisly choices. Meanwhile, in the modern age, the Ghosts make a devastating decision to capture the fugitive Thunderbolts. Written by Jeff Parker, with art by Joe Quinos. In Uncanny X-Force number 19, the aftermath of the Dark Angel saga, Phantom X must allow the world's most powerful weapon to leave his care, and Elizabeth Braddock must say goodbye to the man she loves. Written by Rick Remender, with art by Robbie Rodriguez. In Wolverine number 20, war is brewing between the ninja assassins of the Hand and the gun-toting gangsters of the Yakuza, and it leads Wolverine to come face-to-face with Wilson Fisk, the infamous kingpin of crime. What former love interests have come along for the ride, and just who's behind this war anyways. Written by Jason Aaron, with art by Renato Guarez. Finally, in Wolverine and the X-Men number 3, with the Hellfire Club on the verge of overwhelming the X-Men, the team's only hope is Quentin Quire. But the big question is, does he care enough to do anything? Written by Jason Aaron, with art by Chris Bacalo. Thanks for watching the Dropbox. Come back next week for more comic-related news and releases. Bada peace.